Chrissy, wake up. Oh, why am I so loud?
I don't know. I think we accidentally turned the dials in.
Holy shit. Chrissy, wake up. Life is a nightmare. I don't like this.
True story. Hi, I'm Aaron.
I'm Jade.
And this is Unapologetic Introverts. I am so not unapologetic right now because my whole body hurts.
What did you do?
I was driving here, and you know how you go from like the road to the highway? Like that.
The on-ramp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From TV.
Yeah.
Well, someone decided they were going to make a left in front of me while I was driving through the intersection.
I fucking hate people.
So I braced for impact, swerved my car, somehow made it here, not dead, but so sore right now.
Oh, no.
Every muscle in my body went so tense because you just tense up because you know it's about to happen and you can't do anything about it. I reefed on the wheel hard enough. I heard my car go, you know, like it's like we're holding on to two tires here. Terrifying. I was so mad, but at the same time I was like, okay, it's fine, we're okay, we're good, but oh, everything hurts so much.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you sound okay to yourself?
I think I'm okay.
I'd listened to, and it might have just been my iPhone, but I was on Spotify and I was trying to figure out what books I had said or something, and I was like, why the fuck are we so quiet? But nobody else has complained. It's weird in your car.
Yeah, mine's really quiet in the car.
But it's so loud when I edit. So I just turned us up a little bit, but turned down what we hear.
Yeah,
so
that makes more sense.
Maybe it'll help.
It'll pick it up better. Yeah. That's cool. As long as I'm not screaming in your ear.
No.
Yeah, so today's theme is survival mode.
I'll give you an update on my books.
Yay.
Sydney told me she likes hearing, not that anyone cares, and she went, I care.
Yay.
So we finished Wretched last episode. I jumped into Wildfire, Breath of Fresh Air, finished Wildfire. Then went on to Carly Fortune, or Fortune. Yep. She's Canadian. This summer will be different. Basically, Toronto lady has best friend who lives in PEI and hot brother, and she's got like a little, because I got the Indigo edition that we talked about that has the nice font. There's a little map in the back that she has her favorite places of PEI.
Oh, that's
so
cute.
if I ever go
you
to
should
PEI,
you should go right now. Go next week. Quit your job.
Okay.
Say bye.
But I really like reading her books because she's Canadian, and it's like she talks about Toronto and like being on Queen Street,
and you can actually recognize what she's talking about.
I know where this is.
Yeah, I've read so many books that are like, oh yeah, downtown Chicago or New York, and I'm like, I have no concept of that. I'm sure most Americans have probably been to those big city places.
Or you come from reading fantasy series and you're like, none of this is real,
right? Nothing's real.
So I finished that, and then I jumped into Butcher and Blackbird. I don't remember who was it by. I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, I don't know what this is about. It's a dark rom-com. So it's much more my vibe.
Funnier?
It's hilarious.
Okay, we like that.
Essentially, two serial killers that kill bad serial killers.
Okay. Get by it.
It's
like
good.
Dexter.
That's what somebody said.
Yeah.
I've never seen Dexter.
Dexter's a weird show.
Very good. I'm almost done. I had to stop myself from reading the other night because I was going to read it in one go. Very good. I do like, and it's not like super gory.
Okay.
Like it describes, they've each got like killing methods.
Yeah.
But it's not gory, and it's not
like American Psycho level.
I've never read that either.
Yeah, I don't recommend it if you don't like gory.
I don't know how I feel about gory, but you know how I said Wretched was like, this is too much. This book has a like 2-page like trigger warning telling you what's gonna happen. I think I've encountered a couple things, but it was like, it's not more tasteful, but it's just less like in your face.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to read.
Gotcha. So American Psycho, opposite kind of thing. I managed to read about the first half of it, and it's a real, like, you start to realize how intense and weird and crazy it becomes. And then I had to stop reading it because I just couldn't deal with. I thought, how could anyone write this without actually
being a psycho?
Been doing those, serial killer things. It was intense, but that sounds a lot more palatable.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy.
Yeah, maybe I'll borrow it.
It's funny. And you know what? I know there's another book. It's like Lark and something. But I've already met the one character from it.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, I like books like this where it's like you get an introduction and then
Easter eggs.
Spin off of like the series or different characters.
Yeah, except for when they get pregnant.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm like,
you can't deal with it.
I put the book away. I have no interest. Sorry. Anyway. So, what's next?
My note about Disney, I was going to talk about it last week. So it's a couple weeks old. Have you heard what I'm going to talk about, do you think?
I don't think so.
Have you heard anything about Disney in the past couple weeks?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
I'm pretty much off the news right now, so.
Fair. Where I either found it on TikTok or Twitter or Threads.
You know what? Social media, it's out there.
One of the things that I need to get my news in Canada, and I don't remember when it was, this man and his wife go to Disney. I don't know if it's California or if it's Florida. Wife has severe food allergies. Ooh. They go to a restaurant, is repeatedly told, no, it's okay. Like, we're going to do your food right. There's nothing to worry about. Wife dies.
What?
From anaphylaxis. Like, she's dead.
Do they not have like an EpiPen or anything?
No, I don't know. I didn't read into the full thing. So man's trying to sue Disney. Yeah. Right? Rightfully so. Disney goes, no, you signed up for Disney Plus. You're not allowed to like take us to court.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So for, I think, at least a week up until, well, like a week and a half, almost 2, Disney was like, you're not allowed to go to arbitration.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like we're not allowing you to. And I'm pretty sure the internet bullied Disney.
Yeah.
So hard that now it can go to like arbitration, thankfully. But like seriously.
Yeah, dude needs some. Yeah.
So that's what insane. I was going to talk about last week because I was like, they won't allow them. But then I saw an update this week. They finally were like, we just like, we believe that everyone.
Yeah. We're trying to cover our asses.
Yeah. No, the internet bullied
faith.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. You deserve it. That's pretty brutal. Also, that's what happens when people sign up for terms and conditions without reading them all the way through. You have pretty much sold your soul.
Yeah. Essentially, if you want to go to a Disney park and you're scared of getting injured, just cancel your Disney Plus and then go.
Yeah. Sure. If it's not written in the Disney Plus contract, that this forever holds no matter what.
You've sold your soul to the devil.
Yeah, the Disney devil. The big D.
And then the day after we recorded last podcast, I went and saw a podcast live.
I'm so mad at you for that, but it's fine.
I went and saw The Basement Yard.
Jealous.
We were supposed to go, and then it was Matthew's birthday, and then my mom didn't want to go with me, so I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
So I'm
very But I thought the tickets were sold out when we looked anyways.
No, because I was in line.
Oh, okay.
But my coworker, Nat, had tickets, and then pretty much every one of her friends was like, no, I can't go anymore. So Sydney and I got to go with her and her other friend.
Well, as long as you had a good time.
It was so funny. It was so fucking loud. Mistakes were made. I didn't even think to bring my earplugs.
Pack those loops.
I know. I didn't even think.
So useful. Great for outdoor concerts too.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, when I went to see Down with Webster. Is there a hair on your microphone?
There's many hairs on my microphone.
Maybe you need to put it in the plastic bag next time.
Perhaps.
Yes. Yeah, when I went to see Down with Webster, I brought the loops. Just so much of a difference. So wild. I would have had such a headache the next morning.
I had a headache. Probably we got on the train and my headache started. And it got worse, like the car ride home, because everyone else was cold and I was already in shorts and a tank top. Like,
yeah,
I was not cold at all. And then it was hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't feel well. Like I started to feel nauseous.
Oh no.
So then I got in my car and just cranked the AC and that was better. And then I was laying in my bed and I was like, my head hurts so much. And it hurt the entirety of Saturday.
Too much sound.
It was a lot of sound, but it was really good. I do amend them. Like that would be so cool to do.
Yeah. Well, we got to get famous.
I know, but like that would be so cool.
We should probably start like filming.
Yeah.
That's how most podcasts get famous. It involves makeup and effort.
Yeah. We got ladies in Tana's over here who just sit on a couch. We're okay.
That's true, but they always look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many things. You one of your things go.
Okay, I'm going.
So well, I can shut up.
Not dying on the way here, which was great. I'm getting more tattoos. Well,
I'm
maybe
so jealous.
one so far. Still waiting for information back from the other person in Edmonton.
I'm still jealous, regardless.
I'm happy you get to travel and do stupid stuff.
Great stuff.
Great stuff. But what else are savings for when you can't afford to buy a house? Correct?
Exactly.
Right. I don't know. Maybe I saved this caps lock thing for a pet peeve. No, it's not really a pet peeve of mine. But I just stumbled across a random post this afternoon about this guy who says that his wife, because he has one of those magic keyboards.
Damn it.
You know the magic keyboards? But they don't have the escape key. Yeah.
Mine does.
On some of the magic keyboards, they don't have escape keys for the iPads or whatever. Does yours have an escape key?
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, no, not for no.
Yeah, okay, so there's no escape key on the iPad.
It's really annoying.
He likes the escape key. So what he ended up doing was programming the caps lock button to use the escape key.
How did he do that?
I don't know. There's a setting in there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
That's not the story, though. So what happened is his wife needed to borrow the iPad to type in her password.
Oh, no.
And this is where he found out his wife was a monster.
Oh, her whole password is in caps.
No. Oh. It's weird. Okay, so they type in the password. Yeah. She types it in. Error. And then he says, okay, tell me your password and I'll type it in. It works for him.
Yeah.
All right. And then he logs out and says, okay, you do it. And then that's when it hits him. Oh, I've changed the caps lock key to escape. So every time she's not, well, she uses the caps lock key to capitalize one letter in the password. So she hits caps lock on, hits, uppercase S, and then shuts it off instead of holding shift. What a monster, right?
That's not where I thought that was going to go.
Right? Plot twist.
Why?
So now he has to reconsider his entire marriage.
I've seen people, when they should be using caps lock, holding shift.
I mean, I do that occasionally because if it's a short enough word, I don't want to.
But like full sentences.
Full sentences, yeah. Like use caps lock clearly. But like to shift, not to shift for one letter, but to caps lock and letter and then caps lock. Wild.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he's reconsidering his marriage right now.
Yes. It doesn't have an escape and it doesn't have the function key.
Ew.
So you can't and I feel so stupid. I didn't learn this until 2 years ago. So on a Windows computer, you hit delete and it goes from the cursor, not backspacing it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that on Mac.
You didn't know you could do that on Mac?
But you have to hit the FN key and our delete key.
Yeah.
So I learned that and then got this and was like, I still can't do this.
What do I do now?
Great. Now I have to backspace. I didn't know that up until 2 years ago that was a thing on Windows.
It's okay. Windows is
weird.
Selective. That's my word for it. All right. Are you pulling out some facts?
I got some leftover space fact things that I had taken screenshots of, so that's why I forgot about them.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to the last episode, we talked space facts in honor of Aaron getting another space tattoo. Not really. We didn't know I was going to do that last week, but
That's
here
fine.
we are now. It's fitting.
This is from Mega Boogie 1 on Reddit.
Oh, we like it.
Instead of looking up into the sky, you are actually gazing into the infinite cosmic abyss with only gravity holding you to the surface of Earth.
Oh, that's terrifying. Thanks for that revelation.
And then from BB Sky at Night magazine. HD 18773b is an exoplanet that was first detected in 2005. The so-called hot Jupiter, brackets, a gas giant that lies much closer to its parent star than Jupiter does to the sun, bracket, can be found some 64.5 million light years away in the constellation of Vulpecula, and if you could see it through a telescope, it would look like a big blue marble. So what's so scary about it? Nothing much, only except that it's got a surface, quote unquote, temperature of about 1,300 degrees Celsius. It is constantly buffeted
Yeah.
by 8,700 kilometer an hour winds, and it rains molten glass.
Oh, excellent. Beautiful. So not taking a vacation to planet H-1000b in Voltaire, whatever.
Yeah, no. Other than the fact it's 64 million light years away.
Well, you never know. We could develop space travel any day now.
What do they call it? Warp speed? Is that what they say in the shows?
Yeah, warp speed.
Yeah. Jesus. I also have to tell you about something that I saw on TikTok, and I mentioned it to one of my coworkers today, and she was so disgusted.
Uh-oh.
They've nicknamed it Franken-uterus.
Oh, well, accurate.
So I'll explain. It's two sisters. One sister has a TikTok.
Yeah.
And her name on the TikTok, essentially her sister got a hysterectomy.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh no, this is the story.
she wanted to freaking keep her uterus,
which is fine. I have nothing against that. As long as you're not. There's other weird shit like people eat the placenta.
Yeah. So it showed up. There we go. I want to find her name so I can tell everybody. Oh no, come on, TikTok.
You sent it to me.
Did I send it to you?
Pretty sure. I watched the whole video. Did they go shopping at Home Sense?
They did.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was a long name. They seemed like great people. Sister gets a hysterectomy. They sit on her porch and get it. And first of all, it's in like slices because they've gone through and they've checked that like there's no cancer, there's no whatever.
Yeah.
I think her sister's fine. So they're like screaming on their porch, and the neighbor's like, "Are you okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're just doing a science experiment."
For science. Yeah.
So I guess the one sister was at work, and the sister who has the TikTok was like, "I'm gonna put it back together."
Uh-oh.
She sewed the whole thing back together.
Ooh.
And it, like, they're so small.
They are. Take it.
And then she put it in a jar and she gave it to her sister.
You know what? That's kind of a cute gift.
I mean, the sister wanted it anyways.
She was like put in like formaldehyde or something.
It was in there, and then they had to soak it for however long to get it like not in chemicals, and then they had to put it in something else.
Oh, weird.
Because they couldn't like breathe in the stuff it was in.
Yeah, probably formaldehyde.
But the freaking pigs in science class are in formaldehyde.
Yeah, but you don't breathe that in.
Well, the room fucking stinks.
Yeah.
But yeah, she sewed it all back together pretty much. It was kind of neat to watch.
I don't know if I could do that.
It's so weird. And it's so weird that when our organs are out of our body or in a cadaver and there's no blood, they just don't have any color.
No.
Like it's
they also shrink a lot too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm like, oh, this tiny thing, it causes so much pain and grief.
It's so gray and yellow looking a lot of the time. Yeah.
It's very gray.
It just reminds me of the guy's like head from anatomy class. It's just, you just move the little blanket and there's somebody's head cut in half. That's cool.
Thanks.
Not at all traumatizing.
But yeah, organs are neat.
They are pretty cool. I mean,
also that thing grows to hold a child.
Yeah.
Wild.
No. Women are freaks.
We are. We are.
Can you match my freak?
Yes.
That's such a good meme. Am I going now?
Yeah, some product.
Yeah, so there's this new product called Duck Dew.
I've never heard of it.
Some may ask,
what is Duck Dew?
Waddle waddle.
I hate you. I thought you had something to talk about. Oh, Aaron.
And on top of that, we hear that the local rail workers want to go on strike or are going on strike.
They're on strike.
They're on strike for sure.
Yeah, I had a TikTok from 6 hours ago from like CP whatever, and it was like breaking news, and I was like, shit. So it's CP and some other Kansas something.
Really?
Which is the only things that operate our rail system in Canada.
Of course, because we sold out like normal Canadian things.
So they were like, yeah, a lot of people are gonna have to call in and like
figure out other methods to get to work, considering so many people take transit.
This is gonna be bad. I think this is the first time in history that like everything is
honestly.
Dunzo.
And I think because I saw this note, I looked at it briefly, and I think the government is working on a very fast response right now.
Oh, as they should.
Yeah, because that's gonna shut down the economy.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. We shouldn't have let it happen in the first place. If we could just pay people proper wages instead of, making billionaires richer, that'd be great.
Yep.
That's my rant for today. We can all go home. What's your day list?
My day list has been boring all week.
Mine too. Except for, I'm not having any more errors with like opera music anymore.
Oh, good.
So
okay. Soul crushing, relatable evening.
Man, you're all about the soul crush heartbreak lately.
You listen to comforting and pop in the evening. Here's some soul crushing, relatable, bed rotting, sleepy weepy, sad girl and heartache. The first song is August. We are diving into bed rotting. First song is Chemtrails Over the Country Club by Lana Del Rey. Then it's Casual by Chappell Roan and Matilda by Harry Styles. These are all because I read This Summer Will Be Different. They were in that playlist. And I just want to jump into Sleepy Weepy.
Sleepy Weepy. Take us back.
Sorry by Halsey. Good enough.
Good enough. Mine is Intense Modern Thursday Evening. It's intense, but it's also modern.
I feel like it needs another word.
It needs another word, I think. But the description's a little strange. You listen to F sharp and aggro.
F sharp's a note, right?
Yeah.
What's aggro?
From what I know, it's like when you piss off the monsters in a video game and they start to aggro on you because they're aggravated. Here's some modern collaboration scene, intense, gritty, and rap metal. Sure, let's check out aggro.
Yeah.
This is why. Popular Monster, Falling in Reverse. That just came out, so, well, not really. Predator by Siamese. I haven't heard that song. I've also have been listening to my day list, so I'm getting a lot more different music lately. It's interesting.
I usually listen to it if it's okay. I listened to it today for a while, but I was also in the mood of like all of the music that I'm listening to sucks. I need something else.
Yeah. F sharp mix is basically just Bad Omens, Bring Me the Horizon, and the Home Team. Can't go wrong. Oh, actually, that was pretty good. What's this song? People Are Vomit by The Used.
People Are Vomit.
We like it. We like it.
Okay.
Get on that day list, everyone. You could be missing the songs of your life.
Yeah. And then it's going to change from the morning to the afternoon to the evening. So if you like something, you better save it.
Yeah, remember to save it. Don't be like me.
You can go back in your history, though.
Yep, that's true. True.
Took me too long to realize that for having Spotify.
Yeah, but the history's even kind of more complex to navigate.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Anything else to add before we jump?
No. So, break it down. What's this week's topic, Jade?
We're gonna yap. Even more than we already do, probably.
Is this yapping or bitching?
Isn't yapping bitching?
Yeah, bitching.
It's yitching.
It's yitching.
About
episode 25, yitching.
It's a yitching about pet peeves. So this is major or minor pet peeves in people, loved ones, coworkers, strangers, celebrities. You could have had something about technology, life, and weather, which I did not do because my brain was like, you don't have any pet peeves. And then I got confused. So yeah, we're just going to talk about our pet peeves and try not to sound obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm okay with being obnoxious. I'll start with the definition.
Oh, you bastard.
Unless you have one.
I do.
Where did you pull your definition from?
Google.
Oh, I Urban Dictionary did.
Go. Yours is probably better.
Right. I got this little confused. I thought a pet peeve was about particular people. Like actions of other people that annoy you. Not just things that annoy you. In my head. But according to Urban Dictionary, it's something that is maybe a bit annoying to most people, but is very annoying or upsetting to a particular person.
Yeah.
Relating to the word peeve, meaning an annoyance or grievance, a pet peeve is something that a person has adopted, like a pet, to be extra annoying or upsetting to them. Like a pet, they pay a lot of attention to this peeve and may talk about it a lot and share funny pictures of it on the internet. An example of this is, I know we aren't supposed to put fake names on the forms, but it's a real pet peeve of Rachel's, so make sure she doesn't catch you. And another example, Tim, why do the checkout clerks have to be so stupid? Irene, I admit the conversation wasn't sparkling, but we got checked out quickly and efficiently, and that's all that matters. Tim, grr, I guess stupid people are just a pet peeve of mine.
Relatable, Tim.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when I first think of pet peeves, I automatically think what you think. It's got to be of something that somebody does, but yeah, it's just anything that really drives you up the wall.
Yeah, that's a long list for me. Well,
it's
technically I only have 15, so.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 10. Because I was like, my brain just stopped working.
Yeah,
so
me
I'm
too.
sure you're going to say stuff that's on my list, and I'm going to say stuff
100%,
that's on your list.
100%. So, do you want to go first?
I can go first. So loud phones in public.
Okay.
Let me explain. If you're listening to your music out loud in public, or if you're in a park, if you're listening to your music out loud in public, I will hate you majority of the time. If you're in a park or on a walk, you do you. If you are on a bus or in a hallway at a school or like a streetcar or whatever, or a plane,
close public,
get some fucking headphones. Same difference. And I know that bugs people. If you're on speakerphone or you're just talking so loudly in your telephone.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I don't need to hear your conversation with Brian about his butthole. Like,
yeah, Brian, calm down. Not everybody needs to know about your butthole, Brian.
I think that leads into just people being obnoxious in public.
Oh.
So I just get angry.
It's endless. It's so endless. Chewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people like eat like a horse, like I want to throw them out the door, throw a rock at them. I absolutely cannot. As soon as somebody does that and I'm trying to also eat, I have to like walk away. I get so angry. So I'm just injected with pure rage. Like, fire.
And there is, I don't know what it's called. There's like a thing where that like the chewing, people can't.
Yeah, I know. I have that.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Keeping with phones.
Yep.
Disrespect with phones.
Disrespect with phones?
Okay. Maybe it's me getting old. I say it as a 25-year-old. If you're in the middle of a movie theater, or you're out to dinner, or you're at home at dinner, or you're in a meeting at work.
Yes.
If you are on your fucking phone, you are being so rude.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, I hate it when people try and hide it too. It's like, I can see you texting under the table.
Yeah. Well, I was at a media event the other week for a launch, and like some important people were there, and she just got her phone in her hand, texting away. I thought, oh man, that's so rude.
It is so rude. Like, be in the moment.
Be in the moment. Respect the people who showed up and did all the hard work.
Yeah. Answer a quick text, if you're with your friend and it's nonchalant, answer a quick text, turn your phone over. But if you're at a meeting and work, just don't bring your fucking phone.
Keep it in your purse.
I don't.
Put it away.
Drives me nuts.
Stupid. Now, that being said, like some meetings I do go to, I use my phone as the
That's fine.
to read notes off of because I didn't bring my laptop, but I'm not sitting there texting the whole time,
And
I'm writing notes.
Just especially it's distracting when you're not like the presenter and you see people around you, like your coworkers, on their phone. It's distracting.
Yeah.
But then I can't imagine being the presenter. Like, I would just stop talking.
Yeah, I look forward to doing that when I'm a teacher.
Like, okay, I'm not going to continue until you fucking be a decent human being.
Pay attention because I'm up here talking and it's scary.
It's rude. Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
Again, obnoxious and rude people.
The worst. Mine again goes back to food stuff.
Okay.
Too much ketchup in a hot meal.
In a hot meal?
Yeah, I absolutely hate the smell. It makes me gag. Don't do it. Too much ketchup. Like people who are like freaks and they put ketchup on everything and anything. Like you already got like tomato sauce and then you add more ketchup to your pasta. Stop.
Oh, why?
Stop. I don't know. People are weird. I've seen it. Weird. I've smelled it. I'm over it.
Ketchup does have a very distinct,
it's potent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like when it gets mixed with hot food. I'm okay if it's like just ketchup and fries or something.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah.
But like once it like cooks itself on something, I just goes there. I hate it. Hate it.
Aaron hates ketchup.
Yeah.
Screaming kids in grocery stores.
I have feelings about this because I have been on the end of that when kids lose it, but that my technique is just we're leaving.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm not a parent, and I'm not saying that all parents are trash if their kids are having a tantrum. Okay?
No, it happens.
It happens. But don't. So it's just like parents listening, don't come for me. But if your child's acting like a brat because they can't have something, or you've told them no, or they're screaming and running away from you, for the love of God, can you contain your crotch goblin?
Please.
I'm not.
The rest of the world is not responsible for your crotch goblins. I was gonna use words that were not appropriate.
When I see kids just like zooming past me in the grocery store, I just want to just stick my leg. I'm like, quit
flying right into the Lay's display of chips.
Quit being an asshole. Go back to your parent and listen.
Yeah, or you're gonna end up in a freezer because Jade's gonna stick her foot out and trip you and lock you in there.
I mean, yeah, we've seen it happen, like kids throwing absolute meltdowns, and like I feel for the parents sometimes. You can tell they're stressed, but if the parents that just like are not trying to aid the situation and are just whatever, leaving your child scream in the middle of the grocery store.
Yeah.
I get that like approach, but also please take your child to the grocery store.
Usually if I'm dealing with something like that, I'm like, hey, are we having big feelings right now? Can you tell me what it is? Can you try and explain your feelings? And then depending on the age of the kid, because some don't. Kids are just screaming their heads off mostly because they have no other way to communicate with you, right? So if you can break it down with them and figure out what's up, there's no sense in reacting to it.
No,
because you're either feeding them the attention that they either want or think they want, or B, you're just a shitty parent and you don't understand that kids just have big feelings. Like,
yeah, please communicate with your kids and also set boundaries when you go out in public. Like I was told,
there's rules
and learned from a young age at anybody's house. Like when we leave the house, I don't touch anything.
Yeah,
I don't touch shit.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, if you've got an iPad, don't be throwing your fucking iPad around.
Don't give your kid an iPad.
Yeah, well, they do these days.
I know. But yeah, whenever we have seen like a kid having a meltdown in public, my mom just shakes her head and she goes, "Oh, I would have spanked you so fucking hard." She goes, and we would have left the grocery store. Like, no, sorry. If you would throw a tantrum, we're leaving and I'll come back later.
The 90s was a wild time.
But also, I've been working at the grocery store and the kid enters screaming in the cart and the parent goes around the whole store. And I'm just like,
No. You do not enter the store with the screaming child. You don't understand. All these people have to work long days, and that's just a headache.
And then they come through your till, and they're still screaming. Just control your crotch goblins to the best of your abilities, please.
I'm sorry you were born too. This one, everyone. Not using the effing turn signal.
I have that.
Okay. I get it if no one's around you. It's the middle of the night. There's literally but I still do it too. But I understand if you're not going to do it, if there's nobody around to see it. Like, you know, if the tree falls down in the woods. Yeah. Anybody, don't care. If you are literally 7 meters in front of me and about to make the left turn and you just don't know, fucking signal anyways.
Please.
That just tells me I should be like, hey, I'll slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know why you're driving like a freaking turtle.
Also, it's not, I'm going to brake right now and then signal. Yeah. It's signal and then brake.
You signal your intention and then you do the thing. Not do the thing and go, oh, I guess I'll signal now while I'm halfway turning.
I love that the more that I drive too, I can tell when somebody's going to be an asshole on the highway. I'm like, you're going to just come over.
I know.
I know you're going to move.
They're just so predictable.
Use your signal.
You know, I do enjoy driving on the freeway for that one thing because so many people, it's so much easier to predict people's movement on the freeway
than in town.
Than it is in town. Like, for instance, me driving through the intersection as I'm supposed to because I have the three-way on a green. And after that happened, I was like, did I not? But I remember seeing 2 green lights, which means
you're good.
I'm good to go. That person was just not paying attention. And that was one of my worries about getting a silver car. Was silver's like one of the most overlooked because it's not bright.
Yeah, no. So or it's not bright or dark.
Yeah, like
blends in with the road.
It blends in with the road. So it's like, oh, I knew this was going to happen one day.
People are just idiots. To be fair, everyone in this town is like 80. And need to retake their driver's license or just not have a car.
It's like they either drive too slow or they drive insane.
Yeah, there's no in between. Absolutely no in between. We're jumping into the washrooms.
Oh God, there's so many things.
My biggest one, because my dad does this all the time. 2 things. Sorry, 2 things in one.
It's fine.
If you empty the goddamn toilet paper, can you please just put it back on the thing and not set it on the counter? Fuck. Like it takes 2 seconds.
Okay, the only reason I don't do this, I'll explain this, is because our little roll holder is not deep enough for the Costco. So
Ours is.
When you put it on the thing fresh, it does not roll. And that's more aggravating than having it sit on the counter.
Ours rolls, and he knows it rolls. He just doesn't. He just leaves it.
Mother trucker.
Also, close the goddamn toilet seat when you flush the toilet.
Not that. Put the seat down.
He's better for that.
Oh, men in my family.
I have gotten up in the middle of the night and sat directly in the toilet. Though.
Get wrecked. I hate that.
So cold.
It's so cold and so weird.
I'm like, this is
I'm
large.
into the toilet. When they're like, did you fall in? You're like, yes, I did. Thank you for leaving the seat up.
Yeah, thanks so much. Just like everybody, put the toilet seat down when you flush. I don't need your poop particles everywhere.
They're already everywhere.
I know, but like, contain them a little bit more.
Keep them contained.
Just a little bit.
Okay. tiny bit.
And put the freaking toilet paper on the roll.
Yeah. Or if you're the person that last used up all the toilet paper, go get more.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. Get more.
Please.
Don't leave it empty. And then for the next unsuspecting victim.
Listen, we're girls. We have tummy troubles. We poop.
Yeah, okay. Lactose intolerant over here. God. Okay. Well, going back to people driving.
Okay, I was like, these are all about people.
These are just every people's. People out for Sunday drives.
What?
We call it out. My family calls it, oh, they're out for a Sunday drive. Because usually I'm trying to get somewhere. You know, I know I'm running late, but I don't, when I'm running late, I just call it as it is. I'm running late. It's my fault. I don't rush. I'm late. That's my bad. If I have left on time, early, whatever it is, and you're just freaking moseying around doing 30 in a friggin' 60, get out. Get off your Sunday drive. Okay, people have shit to do.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Like, I fully own up to it. If I'm late, I'm late. I'm showing up late. It's my bad. It's just who I am as a human being. I'm usually 5 to 10 minutes late to most things. It's okay. I still showed up.
Yeah.
You're welcome. But, you know, Sunday drivers. Freaking.
Our town is full of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many churches around my house. But you know what? It's great because if you want to go for breakfast, Sunday morning is a hit.
You're great.
It's quiet.
It's a doozy.
Yeah. They don't show up until like 10 o'clock. So you go early. It's silent. Beautiful.
Headphones. If I have headphones on or in my ears.
Don't fucking talk to me.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't write this one down, but yes.
Especially when I'm reading. Like, I'm focused not only on a book in front of my face, I can't hear you.
No.
But you know how you can just tell that somebody's staring at you?
Or yelling at you from another room. You're like, oh, I got that like spider sense.
Yeah.
Same problem, except for I'll have my door closed and somebody will be yelling at me from halfway across the house and expect me to understand what the hell they just said. And then I have to go, what?
It's my favorite playing that game with moms. And it's usually just my mom. Doors closed, in basement, yelling. I can like somewhat hear, and you'll go, what? Louder than they yell. They can't hear you.
They can't hear you. You know,
I'm done.
Like, text me. I have the phone in my hand.
It's so. I'm just like, I can't hear you.
Every time.
Can't hear you. And then you think they're done, so you put it back in. They keep talking, and I can see their lips. I'm like,
what do you want?
Are you
from
done?
Me?
I'm going back to my book or whatever I'm doing. Are you done?
Are you done?
Because I'm going to stop listening right now.
I'm tuning out. Goodbye. Slowly sliding down the hallway like, yeah.
This conversation, over.
Over.
You had your shot. You didn't get it all out. You're done.
Get out of here. I used to have roommates who leave their fucking dishes in the sink.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was one point where one of my roommates had left her dishes in the sink for like a week. And I was like, I'm done with this. And I took all of her dishes and I put them under her bed. And I was like, ma'am, do your freaking dishes. Like, I'm over this.
Yeah.
We literally have 2 tiny sinks for 6 people.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's a lot. You get in, you get out. You wash your shit. You put it on the side of the tiny ass counter.
Yeah.
Let it dry for a bit. Put it away.
Yeah.
There was not enough space for 6 people. None.
Oh wow. Yeah, for a week? Did
a week.
Did they notice it was under their bed?
I don't even know. I honestly don't know.
Were you the child that had dishes in their room? Or did you have friends that had dishes in their room? I wasn't allowed to eat in my room. Like dinner and stuff.
I occasionally have a dish or 2 in my room. It's mostly water glasses.
I'm talking like plates and forks and knives.
Yeah.
I grew up and had a friend who had plates under their bed.
No.
And I was like,
no,
I don't understand.
This is how we get ants.
Yeah.
Or mice or worse.
Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
No, I didn't have a roommate personally, but I did clean up someone else's disgusting mess of a roommate. Oh, that's a golf club. Yeah, I went up into her room and she had literal garbage and plates and dishes and forks and takeout just sitting all around. There was ants everywhere. It was just disgusting. That just throws me over the edge. I cannot.
Yeah. No.
Cannot.
I get it. You know, you get home from work. You have you gotta make dinner. And to say it's a late night. I mean,
if it's
a
overnight,
day or two.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Don't care.
Week?
A week. No.
That's too much.
Longer? Worse.
Crimes.
Yeah. Crimes.
Crimes are being committed. War crimes.
Canadians, we invented them. Get ready. All I'm saying, revenge is a bitch.
People who don't have spatial awareness.
So me?
No.
Oh, like a Costco. Evil breath.
So
yeah, I agree.
It's when people have no sense of personal space when they're out in public. You're on a sidewalk, you're in a grocery store, you're out on the stairs. Move out of the way.
Sidewalks, the worst.
Move out of the way.
So awful. Like, some people are just like whole families on the sidewalk and they don't move over.
I'm like, you're very entitled.
Or I was biking yesterday, whole family on the trail, and it's like, ding 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 ding. They looked at me, and they're still taking up the whole freaking. It's like, move over. I don't understand.
I will hit you.
I'm letting you know that I am passing you. I am going faster than you because you are walking. I'm on a bicycle. Move over. And a lot of time I've just to mountain bike it onto the grass.
So annoying. And sorry.
It's okay.
And I love my mother, but I constantly have to grab her and be like,
me
move.
too. I think the older you get, because my parents are the exact same.
She thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, this stresses me out.
Yeah, mind your space, okay?
But also to the other people in the grocery store who stop in the middle of the aisle.
Like,
I hate you.
Just not paying attention.
I hate you.
I'm like, move. I do this with all of my family. I'm like, just move. Move. A little bit of spatial awareness.
Just move. Just a titch. Just enough.
No, I guess I am fully spatially aware. All the time. Maybe too much sometimes.
Me.
Overactively. Oh, I don't want to be in your way. I don't want to take up space. Sorry.
No.
The good old oops. Just let me sneak past you.
Yeah, just sneaking past. Just gonna go this way.
Just gonna squeeze past you.
My mother is aware because I constantly go, Mom, move. Or I'll call her by her first name and go get out of the way.
Damn, move.
And sometimes she's like, no. Oh, you're stressing me out.
Oh, man. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Same. People who don't get dark humor or cynicism. I'm so tired of masking for people. And being like, I'm normal. I'm clearly not normal.
I'm normal.
Oh my. I'm not normal.
You know what you are?
Phenomena. Yes, I am. I'm phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I can't take it. I'm so freaking tired of pretending to be normal conversation is so exciting.
You gotta spice up your life.
Yeah, spice your life up with a little bit of cynicism and dark humor.
I feel like some people could certainly take it way too far.
Yeah,
for sure. Mm-hmm. But seriously.
Yeah, if I go to work and I'm like, I wish I were dead instead of being at work. Get my joke, would you?
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's just a normal daily thing, especially on Mondays.
I have a funny story to tell you of coworkers. This has nothing to do with this. I can't say it on the podcast.
That's fine. That is fine. Anyways, this is, yeah.
Okay. Don't feel attacked.
Oh, no.
Because I don't see this as you at all.
Okay.
Even though you said you're late to everything.
I'm worried about this. No, I try to optimize my lateness. I reserve it for people and places I know who will put up with me.
I never think you're late, but people who can't be on time drive me nuts.
Fair.
And mostly what I think it is the fact that I am so anal about being on time and early.
Yeah.
And the fact that I've worked with, it's usually coworkers. It's never like, well, if it's my parents and they're gonna make me late because I have a set schedule that I haven't told anybody about.
Yeah, that bugs me.
That drives me nuts. If it's coworkers that just stroll in, la di da di da, 10 minutes late, and I'm like, this doesn't affect my job.
Oops.
Doesn't affect my job. You're not my coworker, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's good.
But it drove me nuts.
I mean, it depends on my job too.
But I had a coworker who it was every day for the whole 2 years I was at that job.
Okay. No, that would be annoying. I usually make it on time most days.
Like, when are you gonna learn? You live 5 minutes away. I live 20.
That's no excuse.
I can't.
It
shouldn't bother me.
If you're only 5 minutes.
It should not bother me.
It really shouldn't. I mean,
does.
They're not affecting your life in any way.
You're a garbage human.
Don't be fucking late, okay?
They're like, oops, I didn't realize. You knew what time it was.
I never know what time it is, to be honest. If it's
You start at the same time every day. You have been here longer than I have.
See, that's my excuse. I don't start the same time every day. I'm there at 8 o'clock, 8:09, 8:11. You know what? My excuse is that there's a lot of construction on the way.
There is.
And I have to drive out of town to get to work.
I don't work with you, so I don't care what you do.
That's great. I'm glad I'm not responsible for ruining your life via my lateness.
It's okay. I didn't really like those coworkers anyways. That probably added to the fire.
Something that used to bug me, but I don't care about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and I'm just realizing that I do it too often as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is like spelling and grammar errors.
Yeah.
Like the proper using of there, and there, whatever. I don't care anymore.
No.
Because now I think of it as, okay, I understood that you meant to say this. And maybe you got autocorrected.
Oh, autocorrect's a bitch.
Yeah. Like, I don't take it offensively anymore. Or maybe you don't know the proper there, and there.
I take it offensively if they're older than me.
Yeah. Or people who have like, well, I can't even say that because my dad doesn't know grammar very well either. He didn't get past high school, so.
That's acceptable.
Yeah. So.
But like for the people that are making 10 times the amount that we make that,
Oh, yeah.
This,
like, if
they're annoying.
Mostly, I think I find it more annoying if it's in like a really professional sense of
an email,
even advertising,
a contract,
marketing, stuff that's supposed to be
proper,
fully checked from head to toe. That bugs me.
Yeah, the amount of times that I use the wrong here when we're texting now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what is going on in my brain?
No, I even get it if it's like social media posting, like within the text part of the post or whatever. Like the image part kind of bugs me because it's like somebody should have reviewed that.
Yeah.
If it's in the text part, it's just simple. Like most of the time it's just edit, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Not a huge deal. And if it's just local, then I could care less too because they don't have budgets to spend and time to spend to review that stuff. But I'm just, that's something I feel like I'm growing out of.
I think there was definitely a phase for a while where it was like we had to bash people who didn't know the difference between your and all the theirs.
Yeah. Now I don't care.
But to be fair, I will never know what effect to use, so.
Oh, honestly. Or that a lot should be spelt with a space in between it. That was one that I looked up. Somebody's huge pet peeve. I'm like, I don't really care. As long as you got the,
the point across.
That's all that matters to me.
The basic takeaway of this pet peeve is just don't be rude. So
okay.
I don't know if you notice this, but I notice it quite often when I'm in a group, not like a large group, like, I don't know, 3 to like 8 people probably. And someone's like talking, telling a story, explaining something.
Yeah.
And then somebody cuts in to like say their piece and takes over, and that person just like
shut down.
And I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah, that would drive me nuts too.
I feel like I interrupt, and I don't mean to, and I know I do it, and I really don't like that about myself. But I also, in those situations, if that person's still trying to speak over the person that interrupted, I will look at them and go, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Me too.
Like, I'm listening.
Too.
I'm listening. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, finish what you were saying. Finish your story. It was important. I'm sorry that person talked over you. I'm sorry if I end up being that person, because sometimes my brain like skips ahead and I'm like, full story. Oh my God, I can relate. Please let me talk.
But at least I think for you and me, we go, okay, sorry, keep going.
Yes. Yeah.
That person not going to do that.
No, they just bowl over everybody.
So many times I'm like, I'm listening. I'm still listening. Like, keep talking.
I think I've gotten better about like holding back and thinking in my head, okay, this isn't your time to speak.
I also then don't know when to speak.
Yeah. Sometimes I just let it go. Like my whole entire story, I just bye into the void. And hopefully I remember what they were saying, because I was probably thinking about how do I get that story out the whole time.
When can I do it?
When can I tell this? Yes.
So apologies if I interrupt you on the podcast.
That's fine. I actually like that. I think it gives us a little bit of a jibe. Like most good podcasts, somebody's interrupting and laughing, right? So it's like, I have something witty to say right now. I gotta freaking get it here. Plus, it's only you and me, so
true.
It's not like we're having a 4-way conversation and
then things get tricky.
Shouting over each other like, it's my story time now. My story. It's kindergarten. I want to share. People who leave shopping carts in the middle of the fucking parking lot.
Oh my God, I have a story.
Rage.
Oh my God. I don't know if it's because I worked at a grocery store for 6.5 years.
Rip.
I still, to this day, no matter where I am, if I'm going to put my shopping cart back because I'm a responsible human and the corral is a mess, I'm fixing that shit.
Oh, you're so generous.
Especially at Costco, it drives me nuts because nobody puts anything away at Costco, and I'm like, so many more carts could fit in there. So then I gotta like reef everything.
I know, they just throw them in the corral.
I'm like, it takes 2 seconds, people.
No,
like, they go together.
They think Costco people get paid a lot more, which they kind of do. They get paid more than I do, and I have a very specific job.
I know.
Which is frustrating. But yeah, they think, oh, you get paid enough to get your carts in order.
Like every time we go to the grocery store, if I'm putting the cart away, there's 2 carts at the grocery store that I used to work at, the smaller cart and the bigger cart.
We love the smaller cart.
So there's 2 sides to the corral. Please separate your goddamn carts.
Nope.
So the one time I might have been in a mood. It was hot out, and I was like, I hate this. There's like 6 carts in here and nothing can fit in here. So I rearranged it all in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And somebody was walking by. They were like, that's really thoughtful of you. Like, thank you. And I was like, oh, I used to work here. And they would go, oh, it doesn't count. I was like, excuse you.
Son of a bee. I am being thoughtful.
Did I say thankful?
No, you said thoughtful. I said thankful. I don't even think thankful is a word. Is it?
I'm thankful for you.
Okay. I'm also thankful for you.
That's a
for
word.
Correcting me.
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
Lose my mind. And I absolutely hate that older people are so lazy about it too. I get maybe middle of winter just being like, oh, rush it over to the thing, and if it's windy as hell out, but I usually take the time to walk
chose
it back
to go
to
shopping in this weather, so that's on you.
Yeah. So
drives me nuts. Or when they leave them in parking spots.
Oh, that's pretty much the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst of it. Or when they like hook the first 2 wheels on the curb somewhere.
You're lazy.
Yeah. You're like, why? I see that so often at Walmart. Like they
Walmart's the worst.
So bad. But I get it. No, I mean I get that it's the worst.
Yeah.
Like in general.
If you're really that bothered, park near the corral. So you don't have to walk that far to your car.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I always park over in the far corner.
Leave your cart inside. Do a trip. Do a 1-armed 8-bag trip.
Bring bags.
That too.
Yeah, that's my self pet peeve is forgetting fucking bags every time.
You gotta leave them in the car, but then you gotta get them from the car. You gotta remember them in the car. Pretty basic one. Don't litter.
Oh, yes. Oh, it pains me so much.
Like, most of the time it's gonna take you 2 seconds to walk 5 feet to a garbage can.
Yeah.
Shove it in your pocket. Shove it in your bag. Shove it in your purse. Hold it.
Yeah.
Just.
The only littering that I can get behind is if you were throwing your banana peel or your apple core out the window.
Yeah.
Because that is just feeding the earth.
Yeah.
Don't throw your plastic, your Tim Hortons cups, your stupid whatever junk. Yeah.
It's so bad in the winter here when you, especially when we were on the GO train, and it's like the snow's melting, and you're like, oh, look at all the trash beside the highway.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Keep a garbage can in your car, people.
Yeah. On top of this, I'm going to add to this because we're talking about cars and litter. Stop throwing your goddamn cigarette butts out the fucking window.
Isn't it against the law now?
I freaking hope so.
I think it is.
I highly doubt they're out there ticketing people for doing it. Honestly, keep your dirty ass cigarette toxins in your stupid car. Get one of those fake little ashtray things that go into your little cup holders. I don't care. Don't drop it on the ground. Stop poisoning the earth. Stop. I get so mad.
Put it in a pop can. Tell your daughter not to drink out of that pop can, and then she won't listen, and she'll just think it's pop.
Oh, did that happen to you?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Delicious.
Yeah, if you don't have an ashtray,
toxins.
Use a pop can.
Literally use almost anything that isn't flammable, please.
Yeah.
Stop throwing them out the window. I'm so tired of seeing that. So tired. Why does the rest of the world have to be responsible for your dirty habits? Gross.
I'm very thankful my parents don't do that.
Your parents seem like controlled people who maybe don't smoke in their vehicles.
Mom doesn't smoke in hers.
Dad
does.
Well, that's his specific vehicle, so I can understand.
Well, the Civ got smoked in when we went to Florida, but we were also in it for 24 hours, so I said, fine.
That makes sense. But however, your dad's probably not throwing cigarettes out the window.
No, it's somebody get a water bottle, and you better fucking hope that there's some water in it.
Yeah.
And then it sits in the car, and it's gross. But
it's gross, but it's better than out on the freaking road
and then
poisoning
it gets thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
My last one. Can people stop judging me for being picky?
No.
I don't want to try your food. If I did, I would make some, or I would go, sure, yeah, I'll try some.
Yeah.
If I say no, leave me alone.
Okay. I usually try not to press as best as I can.
My mother pressed the other day. She's like, no, you like it. Try it. I'm like, I don't want to.
Yes. As soon as you say I don't want to, or I don't think I'm going to like it, then I stop.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fine.
I always like to make suggestions because like the pasta, where you were like, oh, I don't like white cheddar pasta or whatever.
Oh my God, it's so good.
But it's good because it doesn't taste like that weird, fakey white cheddar stuff.
I bought 2 more I got 4 more boxes.
Because I just internally, I knew that might be something that you would enjoy, even though it has the weird name of white cheddar.
So good.
Because I was like, it tastes more like Alfredo.
Yeah, it's so good.
Which I don't know why they don't just call it Alfredo, but it's whatever.
Well, I tried, one of my coworkers who's Indian had, I don't know what it was, some like Indian dish bread thing that's made of stuff.
Yeah, that's very helpful, very specific.
It was weird. It was like supposed to be kind of sweet. It's made of veggies and stuff, and had ginger in it. I have no idea. Wouldn't even be able to pronounce it if I tried, probably.
Yeah.
I think he made it. And he's always like, do you guys want to try? And everyone was like, yeah, sure. So Muriel tried it. And he was like, do you want to try it? And I went, what's in it? Is it spicy? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay. And so I tried it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I tried it, and everyone was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I will try stuff on my own if I would like to.
Yeah, if you don't pressure me into doing
like,
it.
Ugh, get wrecked.
Social peer pressure?
Like, I'm 25. No, I will keep saying no.
It's fine.
Let me eat my bland food in peace.
You may develop other tastes in the future. It has been known to happen.
I mean, I developed a taste for hummus.
Exactly. So maybe you'll enjoy chickpeas one day.
Yeah, I've never tried.
I like chickpeas. I think they're really awesome. A lot of people don't like them. First thing I ask when someone's like, here, try this. I'm like, okay, did you A, poison it? Or B, is there cilantro in it?
Tastes like soap, doesn't it?
To me, soap.
Thank you.
Yes. Soap, lime, and pepper. All in one go. Just
nasty.
Disgusting. Ruins anything for me.
Mine is probably, is it mushy? Is it spicy?
Yeah, you're not a big fan of spice, eh?
No.
Well, other than the chips.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Getting better.
It's not bad. I mean, you don't have to be a fan of spicy. Some people are just not.
Yeah.
Some spicy things are good, though. Like
butter chicken's good.
Butter chicken, sweet chili heat Doritos.
Those are good.
That's the shit.
I think those are the only two spicy things I eat. We've been through this.
Yeah. I have a bunch more, but
go ahead. I might relate.
Weird oversharing on social media.
Oh, yep.
Chill out. Mm-hmm. It's not your diary.
Mm-hmm.
People can see these things.
I don't need to know your deepest, darkest secrets.
I don't need to know that your family's having a feud.
That either.
Or your crazy uncle, half cousin, whatever, did something to something, you know? Like,
yeah.
Let's not go into that. That's weird. Like publicizing your whole life. So I have a few family members who do this, and I'm just like,
Facebook's not your diary.
It's not your diary. If you want it to be, you can just hit the private button.
Yeah.
Then it's on you. Then you can read that. I don't want to read about it.
Just know you're getting muted.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Leaving lights on in the room adjacent to mine. Or leaving a window closed. So I'll explain this. My room is like adjacent to the bathroom.
That's beside, right?
Across from.
Okay.
Yes. And so many times somebody will leave the bathroom light on.
Fair.
That light comes directly into my room.
I feel that way with the hallway.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And then they just walk away and it's left on.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't leave the light on. Shut the light off when you leave a room.
And like, I don't want to get up to close it. I didn't leave it on.
Yeah.
Close
it's not
it
my
to turn it
responsibility.
off. But then I'm so mad because I can see it.
Another thing is, there is only 2 access points to the back of our house that have windows. One is small in the bathroom and one is my brother's room. So it never has any airflow because he runs a computer at 1,000 watts and it's hot and gross. So in the middle of summer, the only airflow that comes from the house is the back window from the bathroom through my room.
Yeah.
And my mom's room, which has a window as well, but she usually has her door closed. So no airflow. Every time somebody goes to the bathroom, they always shut the bathroom window, even though none of our neighbors could possibly see you do anything in the bathroom. Like, there's trees. It's too distant.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking at you in the bathroom.
No.
Okay? Stop closing the fucking window. No airflow.
Aaron just wants some airflow.
I just want some airflow. It's hot. It's supposed to get hot next week.
I know.
People putting things in or around my regular workspace. Like leaving stuff on my desk.
Yeah, it's annoying.
That isn't mine. Or with no clarification why it's on my desk. Don't do that.
It's going to go in the garbage.
I will toss it across the room. I don't want your shit. Get out of here. And another thing that really, really, really bugs me, mostly when I'm at work, because our phone system sucks, is people who call a business while they are driving and then trying to order things.
Yeah.
This is not the time to call and place an order.
I don't care how good you think your Bluetooth is. It sounds like crap.
It's crappy. I can't hear you. You're cutting in and out. I don't know how to spell your name. I don't know who you are. Also, that's another pet peeve. Just going to add on to this. People who call and expect you to know who they are. People who come into the store and expect you to know who they are. I might have seen you 6 times by now, but I also see like 100 people every day.
Yeah.
All week.
You're not special.
You're not special. I don't know who you are.
Unless you knew them like out of work and they were a regular customer.
Yeah.
You're not special.
No, there are some people who I'm like, yeah, I think I remember your name. It's this, and this is like, I get it right. Great.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing that your brain can only remember so many people. I got stuff I do outside of work, so I'm not going to remember you or your business.
Or your business.
Okay? Is
that your list?
That's about it. Just other than that, people who openly cough or sneeze. Stop.
The toddler coughs.
Yeah, toddler get it. Just gonna punt them.
Just like don't stick your tongue out and cough. Cover your mouth.
Cover your mouth. You learned this. We had a global pandemic. You learned this. Okay?
It's the grown men. It's the grown men who don't know how to cough.
Or like they get really phlegmy and then they just like the like back phlegm thing and then they cough it up onto the sidewalk. Just like stop. Carry tissues in your pocket. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the toddler cough. Bob has a toddler cough.
So on top of this, and I don't know if you want to add to the pod today, I looked up some pet peeves from Reddit. Okay. One of them said when someone asks you a question and then doesn't pay attention when you are trying to answer them. Ugg boots and disliking when people scuff their feet when they walk.
Yeah.
Something about picking up your feet, which led to this gem of information apparently from Wikipedia. The term Ugg boots originated from Australia, derived from Australian slang word uggf, meaning ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
Initially for utilitarian footwear worn for warmth and which were often worn by surfers during the 1960s. They're
surfer boots.
I love them.
I don't know why, because they're not waterproof.
Definitely not. I love them.
I would like a actual pair of like authentic Uggs.
They are so comfy.
They're so expensive, but I think they look cozy.
You just spray them and they last a while.
I used to get the tall ones from Costco for like $80.
Yeah. They're still all good. I love them.
Yeah. I would like to get like a little short pair.
I love the short pairs.
I think they're so cute.
I want like the micro short pair.
Yeah.
Not the medium short pair, but the like.
But I want like Uggs, just to say that I have Uggs. But like, it's a cute little fall fit. You know, your tights and your big cozy. Like, let me be cute.
This person was so picky. They were like, you should never wear this. And there was such like a jump on other people being like, they're so ugly.
They are ugly, but they're comfy.
You know what? Screw you. I'm going to wear my Uggs.
You know what else is ugly? Crocs. You know what everybody wears? Crocs.
Yeah, because they're comfy.
Exactly.
That's it. They're comfy. They might be ugly, but they're comfy. I don't care.
They keep your feet warm.
It's my feet that I need to keep comfy, not yours.
Exactly.
You go wear your stupid stilettos and other ugly shoes that I think are ugly. Yeah. One person said stickers on fruit and vegetables. Another person said having to repeat themselves. Mm-hmm. And then another person said sticky things.
Yeah.
And then I had this really good one. When people write cute or love or home instead of cute or love or home. Though most of these are saying that the E is silent. So they're just saying love, home, cute.
Let me write all the E's that I want. I'll accentuate whatever letter I feel like that day.
There is just so many people out here having conversations on Reddit about these really hyper specific pet peeves. It's hilarious. Drives me batty when people say they got their tax return. You file a tax return, you get a tax refund. This is from a former accountant, clearly. When people say should have when they actually mean should have.
Isn't that what should have is?
Well, no, should of.
Oh.
But like, and other people were fighting below that, being like, but then should have, should, what is it, apostrophe VE?
Yeah,
is
that's
the short form of should have, and you can almost not tell the difference when people speak.
That's why I asked.
And then they were like, correction, I mean this when they're actually typing.
Yeah.
Okay. Gnomes with no pants, skinny legs, and knobby knees. This person hates all gnomes.
Very specific.
They feel like pervy old pedos trying to trick people into thinking they're cute and safe.
I don't know where they're getting their gnomes from, but that's concerning.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're talking about, were those troll dolls? Pantsless trolls?
Yeah. My dad has a keychain of one.
This one from Maryberry_13. When people repeat the same sentence 20 times and they're telling you the same thing. And you're just like, yep, okay. So it's like, I was late to school today because my bus was late due to the storm. That's why I was late. The snowstorm delayed the time my bus was supposed to come. So I was late because of that. It was all because of the snowstorm, and it made the bus late. Therefore, I was late.
I get it.
I know. I know a few people who do this, and it drives me insane.
If I ever do that, please smack me.
No, you were pretty direct. I think you actually think before you talk.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, okay,
Sometimes
I got my
much.
point across. I don't need to repeat this 6 times in different ways. Drives me nuts. Yeah, there's a whole forum. Just look up r/casual conversation, and you can look and find out what are hyper-specific pet peeves. Somebody is like, hierarchy is 4 syllables. That's how you're supposed to say it. He's like, well, if this is a he, they are like, it's okay if you say hierarchy.
I say hierarchy. But I also never say the word out loud.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're like upset about. People who pronounce it hierarchy.
Yeah.
And then somebody followed up, temperature, February, Liberry.
Am I supposed to say temperature?
Apparently, that's how it's
Temperature. I understand.
I think it's temperature because it is temperature.
No. Sounds weird.
It's people not pronouncing February.
February.
Yeah, we kind of skip over that. It's like Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
You just don't get it. Anyways, this goes on for days. It is just so good. Everybody worried about vocal fry. Guess what? I really enjoy vocal fry.
What's vocal fry?
I don't know. But
you just said you enjoy it.
I know. I think they get a lot of vocal fry on MFM, but I like it.
I don't understand what it is.
It's like a raspy tone to your voice.
Okay.
I love being on Reddit now. I'm following our hometown
I
Reddit.
follow it too.
And it's so goofy.
Someone was like, can somebody please just say something nice about our town? I'm seeing so many negative comments.
Right? The first one is just like, not gonna lie, I'm seeing more negative things online in just about everywhere about our town.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It's hit or miss.
On that note, what's your give back?
One last thing. I'm also following a thread called Shower Thoughts.
Oh, God.
I thought maybe every week I could read one of these.
Yeah.
Because this is hilarious. This comes from, I don't know who made this. I think this is anonymous. There are probably a ton of people completely willing to murder people, but don't, because they don't think they can do it without getting caught.
Yep.
Many people are only alive because it is illegal to kill them. And then I love this because Shower Thoughts, it just keeps going. So good. So yeah, I might do that.
Okay.
Because they're like one-liners every time.
I'm here for it.
Just makes me laugh. All right, give back this week.
I don't think I've heard of your give back.
Is Nobody's Soldier. How do we pronounce it?
My AI DJ pronounced it Hosier today.
Hosier?
Yeah.
Oh, so like very French.
Yeah. Even though he's Irish.
Yeah, that would make weird things, but okay.
We can call him Andrew if
it's
you want.
It's a good song. No, let's not call him Andrew. That's weird.
Is it new?
Yeah.
Oh, it's from the new EP.
It's new. Yeah.
That would be why I haven't heard it.
It's good. You should listen to it.
I'm going to listen to it. You should probably say it first.
Did I say...
No. We just started talking. Because you asked how do we pronounce it? I don't think you said the title.
Oops. Nobody's Soldier.
There you go. You might have said it. You might have said it.
I did say it.
And then we got sidetracked, and then my brain
yeah, because I'm looking at your note right now.
What?
I'm being like, I don't know. I didn't say that person's name specifically.
No, I'm just gonna cut what I said. It's okay.
Oh.
Mine is, I heard it today actually from my day list this morning. It's Unholy by the Rex.
Is it a cover?
I'll play it for you when we're done.
Okay.
I've never heard the song, but when I was growing up, I thought Placebo had written Running Up That Hill. So,
well, I mean, Placebo did it right. So
it's a good thank
cover.
you, Divergent book playlist.
Right? Well, I saw it originally through the OC.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a scene where they play it and she's like dying in his arms, and spoiler alert.
Oh,
blah, blah,
no.
blah. It's very weird, but very memorable. It was a good time to play that song.
Yeah. Well, Aaron and I indeed yapped again. We're not sorry.
Welcome to Yaps.
I have an update. We are on the YouTubes. I might have said that last week.
You didn't put the thing.
I didn't put the thing.
The closer.
It's okay. So if you would like to follow us, you can follow us on all the socials by clicking the link in our bio, and you can now listen on YouTube and Spotify and all the other places.
Cool. Maybe we'll get new listeners.
Yeah. Well, somebody watched Mosh Pit.
Watched.
Yeah.
Very dedicated.
Got one view.
Thank you for watching our non-video
Although I think I
podcast.
need to go in manually, and every time we upload one, get it out of our private. I think it's set to be private when it uploads.
That's
because we're missing 2 right now.
That's weird.
But yeah, rate, subscribe, follow. You can ask us questions in the comments on Spotify. You could comment on the YouTubes. You can comment on our Instagram. You can send us a DM. Can you DM on Threads?
No.
You can reply on our Threads. If you want to send us an email with your questions or your concerns or your queries or your quips or your thoughts on the podcast or your existential crises of life.
Oh man, that's going to be a long one.
unapologeticintroverts@gmail.com. Speaking of this, my grandma did send us an email. I will read it next week because I forgot to put it in the notes.
Yay, and I also have to pick a topic.
Also, Grandma, sorry, we kind of swore a lot this week.
Maybe you can understand our frustrations.
Yeah.
What are your pet peeves?
Yes, let us know.
Do you have any weirdly specific or odd ones? Share with us. We want to know what annoys you. Is it my voice? It's probably my voice.
Not your voice if they're listening.
If you've been listening this far, I'm really confused if it is my voice.
But yeah, we will see you next Wednesday at 10 p.m. because I think that's when we're going to upload for a little bit for now.
We're Wednesday girls now.
But I'm not changing our Instagram schedule.
No, that's too wild. Don't
also,
do that.
Speaking of Instagram, I hope to God ours doesn't update anytime soon because I don't want to change the freaking template.
No, what's going to change?
They've changed the grid system. So now it's vertical on some people.
It's going to ruin everything.
I can't see it yet, so I'm not changing it. But when I start to see it, I'll have to change our grid. And then it's going to look stupid.
You mean all the aspect ratios are changing?
Yep.
But what happened to the traditional square?
They're not going to be squares.
Oh, I hate everything.
Everyone I see is complaining about it, so maybe they'll get bullied into not doing it.
Probably.
Sadie can only see it on her spam account right now.
I mean, Facebook did the same thing.
I know.
And it's so frustrating. At least they try to make it look like it's part of the post now when it's not square. Or when it is square.
So, Instagram, if you're listening, you're not. Please don't.
Please don't.
I work so hard on that grid. You're going to make it look stupid.
All right. Well, have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, or whatever time it is, wherever you are, whenever you are.
Hope you enjoyed your last week of August, because when this comes out...
Oh, gosh, back to school.
Oh, yes. happy back to school to our, I hope young kids aren't listening to this.
To the listeners, probably young kids.
Yeah.
Or
the people going back to college.
That's true. Have fun.
Have fun. Good luck. If you're in Aaron's class, no, you're not. Don't listen to this. Don't judge her.
I'm much more professional and put together than I seem. It's all good.
You seem professional.
It's great. I'm going to scare so many kids.
Don't be on your phone.
Don't play on your phone. Listen to me.
Listen
I have
to all your teachers.
Valuable gems to provide to you with your education.
She does. I promise.
I'm actually excited. I hope some of the students listen to me.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
So here are fun facts about me. I have a podcast. I have 2 dogs. I have this many squishmallows.
Does anyone need to know how many squishmallows we actually have?
Jade does. Okay.
I can tell you.
That is all.
Okay.
Have a good life. I was going to say time.
Time?
That sounds weird.
Fun times?
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.